Hey guys, so here's the BOOMco Caliburn. Alright, I edited a couple parts that Kitsune 109 posted on Thingiverse to make it a little better. I had it working before with the regular parts and kind of just taped like this. This is a 15-30 seconds into 7/16, but that was because this 15-30 seconds is a bit wide. It was crushing the second dart. So then I ended up editing Kitsune's little like composite thing to where this little nub in there is the right size inner diameter for 7/16 and then outer diameter to fit inside of the glow stick barrel. You can see the end of it now. I'm experimenting with scars and whatever, and I have some other ideas that I'm going to work on for like a scar thing. This is like an extension because the glow stick is only 12 inches. I had to add on an additional 4 to get it to 16, and I think it is helping some. I actually just took a shot from 25 feet away at a red cup, hit it first shot, so but I don't know, for some reason I always hit shots first shot, it seems to be, and then I'll miss a bunch, but whatever. I'm not like, I never zeroed in on aiming anything really, but I just kind of go for a feel and then I just like hit something, usually first shot. But and then I printed out Kitsune's like 2-part plunger head thing, but this one, it seemed maybe I have the wrong O-ring or something, but it seemed like it was not performing well. So I went back to the PLA printed one, and I still have the TPU in the front and the TPU stem piece in the front there. These things are on Thingiverse. Of course, I credited Kitsune in the comments of that one or whatever. And with the 7/16, this is feeding very reliably now. So, and I can even multi-load if I wanted. It's 12 mag, it holds 16 BOOMco darts. It was in there, and I was trying to shoot something soft so I don't damage my darts. But let me see here. That works. Alright, so, and it's not damaging darts. This is only K25. I got my last one here. I'm gonna try to get some of that Pro 26 stuff. I just wanted to make a video real quick of it working. It's not completely finalized, but I have been working on this for a little while now, and I still have my dart project that I'm working on, and I'm trying to make a video for that. Hopefully tomorrow when I have more time, I will try to get that all together so you guys we can start getting those BOOMco darts made by a worker. And the thing about those BOOMco darts is they'll still go through this glow stick barrel that's only $1 if you happen to have it around at Dollar General near you. Cheapest barrel for darts. And with the heads being more narrow, you'll never have to ever worry about them gripping the sides or even needing to lube it at all, because plastic normally slips on plastic very easily, so they'll totally slip on these barrels, and they're not that much looser than, say, exploders. You could also use exploders on my new darts that will eventually come out when I finally get everything done with that. So I don't know if there's any. Let me check the comments here. Comments. Okay. Okay, no recent comments. Cool. Alright, so I know it's kind of late on a Friday, so nobody really up. It's California time, so everyone else who's in the hobby on the East Coast is like past their bedtime. But yeah, I just want to show it firing and everything. It's the CaliBOOM, and the darts work great, and my mag adapters. Go ahead and print this off Thingiverse. You just hold it in place and glue it down. One thing I might suggest is to sand the front edges here so that you can easily push this in there. It's a little harder with that front edge. You can like go like this and then push it in. See, still with one hand, so you don't have to do the whole normal, you know, the thing that people normally do with foam darts. You don't have to do it like that. And if you trim this little inside lip here a little bit, like the 3D printed part, file it down a little bit, you can just go straight from the top. Or you can just go straight from the top and kind of push it back. Either way. You can get 16 darts in there and it'll work. And it lines up great as long as you have that 7/16 barrel and not the 15/32, because the 7/16 will not hit the other dart. One thing I have to do is I have to reprint this part. I'm going to get the Pro 26 for more power, but this one shoots really far as is. Even if it doesn't really sound super hard, or K25 isn't that hard, because the BOOMco darts work so good, it might be only getting 130 or 140 or something, but it's getting like 160 feet flat, so it's getting a lot of range. You know, try it for yourself. Of course, in different areas. I'm not sure if I'm above or below sea level, but it's kind of a very dry area, so I think that probably helps me get a little more range here. I'm not sure, but all right. Ooh. Gotta work on my seal a little bit. That one kind of went bloop. So the front part I still have to work on, and maybe I'll go back to PLA on this instead of TPU, and then just have that stem part that I have where it goes inside the stem, have that be TPU as the cushion. But so far it's working pretty good. Oh, I had a couple darts in that barrel that time. But I really like how it looks in the mag. It's great. So yeah, despite what a lot of people said, BOOMco does work in mags. The tip really has nothing to do with it. Fine in mags. I don't have a hyperfire to test it, but if anybody has a hyperfire, it should work with a hyperfire. Unless that little thing goes all the way to the very edge. I don't think it does, so I think it should be good. Oh, let me see what we got here. Does it show me on how long we've been going? Oh, can't look that up. Alright guys, so if there's nothing else anybody wants to say, let me see, I'll just pull this off here. Oh yeah, I countersunk the barrel, the extension on both sides. I also countersunk this, so what that does is as the dart passes from one thing to the next, it's not hitting something. And let me see, I'll do it without the front piece. I think the front piece is adding maybe a little more power and accuracy. Oh yeah, and here's the countersink bit I got. You want to get something like that. This is I think it's a 3/4 bit. And I got it at osh just before they closed completely. And I'll let you stick it in a thing there and then just... This barrel fits in 1/2 PVC, so you can use that as your barrel shroud like I'm doing on my Caliburn here. 1/2 PVC. Somehow I got some of the, I think some of the, when you rub metal, it kind of rubs off, and the metal is rubbed off on the PLA here and then kind of rubbed onto the PVC. Yeah, so that's what happened. There's nothing else. I think I'm. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I do have a Patreon if you want to help me out. I have a lot of ideas for things that I'd like to make that are 3D printed design, kind of primary, sort of like a Caliburn but different. But I just don't have the computer to do it. So if anybody wants to help me on Patreon, that's really cool. But I know, whatever. Oh yeah, I do have a scar barrel for this that I made, and I left it somewhere. So I used PEX tubing and glide floss. This size PEX tubing right here, I'm not sure what size it is, but it fits into 1/2 sort of, and you just kind of ream out the 1/2 and it'll fit in there, or rubbed off some of the outside of this, it'll fit in there. I think, let's see, I don't know, is this 1/2 PEX? I think it's 1/2 PEX. It says, so see here, it says Cache ACME Acme 1/2 inch PEX. So I think PEX measures the outer diameter, and then PVC measures the inner diameter. So the outer of the PEX is 1/2 and the inner of the PVC is 1/2. This is so that's like the difference between tubing and pipe. One measures inner and one measures outer. The PVC pipe and then PEX tubing, I think. But yeah, I did an 8-string, and you can see pictures of my 8-string. I started with 4 and 8 both seem to work really good. Now that I've edited or changed the thing up here with the this TPU, though, it seems that it's not working. It's working differently, so I don't know. I have to play around with the TPU and PLA and see what works better, really. But adding this 7/16 O-ring on there and that little piece, and having the 7/16 brass has made it feed like 100% reliable. I'm not crushing darts with that 15-30 seconds, so that's one of the biggest things, is getting that 7/16. Let me see here. Nope. Okay, there we go. Okay, just a second. Oh, I might have to do a video on this later, but they actually, if you go into Dollar General and check it out, they've actually updated the packaging on the far shot. I was actually thinking about doing a video on this, but the new packaging, you can see here's the old packaging, has that panel up there, and this new one is completely flat here. And the new one comes with different darts with the hollow heads. I showed the different darts on my MA5 review, so I think this is going to be like the new standard for the darts. They're lighter darts, so that will lower their kinetic energy, I think. So maybe in the future they'll allow BOOMco to shoot faster. So You can see they're a little different. They do fit in barrels better, but they're not as good as the design of my darts that will be coming out. So they still will, in 7/16 they still will stick to the sides. I have got it to shoot out of 7/16 without any kind of lubing, but it's still going to be kind of spotty. So for these official ones, you're probably going to have to go with something other than 7/16. They do go through the glow stick very nice, but because they're lighter, they're not going to shoot as far. I actually did get got good range out of them with this long barrel though, but they're not as accurate as in the longer barrel as the older darts. So I think the key thing is to get my darts made that have the smaller head that won't ever rub on anything, and also have the increased weight which will also be more accurate and longer range. So if there's nothing anybody wants to say, I don't know. I feel like maybe I have to work on the seal right now. I was shooting good just before I got on camera, and that seems to be the case always when I start doing stuff. Something probably jostled loose, and I have to fix it. Caliburns seem to like to vibrate, and things, Caliburns just like to destroy themselves or something. That's why you got to get yourself one of them tooth and nails, I guess, if you can afford it. But I still got one homie watching. All right, you'll see. I'll try to shoot one down the hallway. 4 down the hallway. You won't even be able to see them on camera. What's the point? Probably not, unless they shoot really slow. Make sure to smash that like button. Okay, let me just fire one down the hallway, call it a day. Can I switch the camera? See, make sure I got a good seal here. There you go. There we go. That was a good one. That one got a good seal because I... Alright guys, so there's a huge mess in my room. Alright, see you guys later. I do it.